Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have two blended Irish whiskeys, 40% alcohol, no age statement. Typical thing. Here's Kavanagh. Okay, it's finest. Yeah, everything's the finest, the best. It is produced by actually Teeling Distillery. They own the copyright. I was looking at the copyright information. So it belongs to Teeling, but they don't maybe want people to know that. So it's not listed on any of the Teeling web stuff that I could find. So this was like $17.99. I checked Total Wine just now. It's not $19.99. It was $17.99 when I bought it. Traditional distillation, finest blended Irish whiskey, a selection of finest Irish whiskies, gently matured in oak casks and blended to create a distinctive, smooth, and mellow tasting Irish whiskey. Product of Ireland, makes sense. Kavanagh Irish whiskey. Okay, we get it. Three little points on the rope. So that's the triple distilled, obviously. Distilled, blended, and bottled. Oh, distilled, blended, and matured in Ireland. Then there's all about Kavanagh is an ancient Irish name. They go on about this king of Ireland, king in Ireland, a certain king in Ireland. Imported by Sorrento Imports, Stamford, Connecticut. So it might be bottled here. Okay. Doesn't much matter. Okay, Sorrento Imports, they don't have a website, but they import a lot of stuff. Now, there's also, if you look on Total Wine, there's Kavanagh single malt whiskey, and there's Kavanagh single grain. And I know what's going on with these companies. I figured them out. Jameson Irish Whiskey Caskmates Stout Edition. Don't know when it was introduced. I had it in 2016 the first time, and it seemed like it was something new then. But it's at some point in history. There's nothing on the website talking about it. Also, no age statement. Aged in ex-stout cask, stout beer cask. I'll just add this to the notes. Kavanagh aged in oak. Typical Irish whiskey aging. Although I have some aged in oak, ex-bourbon barrels, and ex-wine barrels aged. And there's a lot of ways to do it, y'all. Invasion. Good morning, Uncle Ron. Yeah, Uncle Ron. All right. Get ready. Get ready. Make sure I got my labels correct. Okay, Kavanagh is pretty good. Standard, triple distilled, no age statement, age in oak. It's nothing fancy, which is probably the reason it was $17.99. Like I said, now $19.99. But you might find it at a different store for cheaper, but you might search around and save $1. I just had a hangover from Miller High Life, laughing out loud. Doesn't sound good. I woke up feeling great, but I didn't drink too much. Okay. A few beers. I drank 4 beers yesterday. One was a double IPA early in the morning. Then I didn't drink anything till late in the afternoon, and I had Founder's Porter. And what else? Keystone Light. and the Founders Oktoberfest. That was it. And then the Dawn Busters. Okay. Yeah, and then about 2 ounces of that apple punch wine from Germany, but it's almost gone. The Winterlove. Keystone is pretty good, crisp taste. Yeah, Keystone Light. It is. When I did the Keystone Light videos, the revisit soon to be posted, I came to the conclusion that I would never buy Coors Light ever again if Keystone Light is available, which it always is. Now, if somebody said, "Oh," if I asked them, like, "What do you want for a gift?" and they said Coors Light, I guess I'd buy it. But otherwise, I would not buy it. I would buy only Keystone. Simple story. I wouldn't buy Bud Light, but I never did. But I would. Why did I never buy it? Because there was always Natural Light, which is significantly cheaper and tastes just as good. I never bought Miller Lite. Why? What's the problem? What's the problem? It costs way more than Milwaukee's Best Light, and it's no better. So I don't pay extra and to get zero. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pay extra money to get no extra benefit. Ain't gonna happen in this household. Coors is cold filtered and Keystone is pasteurized, right? And it doesn't taste any better. So it just goes to show you, cold filtering is nice, I guess. Miller Genuine Draft, it's nice. Am I going to pay extra for Miller Genuine Draft? No. Sorry. I can get Miller High Life on draft in Harahan, Louisiana, at a bar, and they last time I was there, they had it for $1.50 a draft. Now it might have gone up to $2, and they get big pint glasses, like 20 ounces, like the Imperial pint. Yep, facts. So I don't have to get Miller Genuine Draft, packaged draft at 4.7. I can get Miller High Life Draft, real draft, 4.6, made with hop extract, and then Miller Genuine Draft uses hops. Do they taste different? Real different one from another? I mean, there's a slight difference. Not profound. When I first started trying Miller High Life and Miller Genuine Draft in 1996, I thought Miller Genuine Draft had more bitterness. It was a more bitter beer. But and I wasn't too keen on that. But I mean, I didn't see it was really significant. It cost more back then also, so I would buy Miller High Life. Is the draft more bitter version of it? Yeah, to me it tastes. Oh, you talking about Miller Genuine Draft? I mean, Miller High Life Draft versus Miller High Life bottle and can. Nah, there's no difference. Just that it's better because it's draft. Burley Sullivan says you. Invasion says he loves bitter. Okay, I do if it's proper. If it's good bitter. If it's bad bitter, like that double IPA I had yesterday morning, I was like, nope, you're going right down to a B minus. Now you might say, well, B minus not bad. That's I know bad would be a D. See, bad would be a D. B minus is not bad. It's marginally good. But I paid $3.99 for a can of something that's a B minus. When I bought a 30-pack of Keystone Light for $19.99, that's in the A minus range, 90 to 92. There we go. You say, well, not the same thing. A double IPA is not the same thing as a light beer. I know that. People tell me these kind of comments, you know. Yeah, it has to be a good. They'll tell me comments like that. You know, they'll make comments like that. They'll make comments like, well, you know, Miller, well, you know, Old Milwaukee's cheap. It's a budget brand. I know that. Also happens to be really good, so that you win twice. See, you get a lower price and a good taste. So, how did these appear? Well, they appear clear. They appear clear and golden. Same appearance. Am I going to be able to tell them apart? Yes. This smells like a slightly creamy cereal grain concoction. Slightly creamy, multigrain, corn and barley. Could they have other stuff in it? Yeah, if you read the Irish whiskey website, it just says grains. It doesn't say what type. It just said it has to be whole grains. Couldn't be like corn syrup. It has to be corn kernels. Yeah, nice honey color. All right, over here. Not much different. Maybe that little stout beer tweak. I mean, it's not a profound thing. So if you're drinking this and you say, "Oh yeah, that stout barrel is going to make it so different." Oh, so very different. No, it's going to make it just a little bit different, just a little tiny difference. So you will get a difference with the Jameson Caskmates Stout Edition, but you're going to pay $10 more. Well, $7 more, $7 more. So if you're willing to pay $7 more, maybe $6, and you get 50 cents to $1 more experience or product enhancement, go ahead. Hey, that's a deal, right? You're figuring this out. You know the answer. You pay $6 more to get 50 cents more. Wait a minute. I pay $6 extra to get 50 cents extra value? I got tricked. Okay. That's why they do these things. That's why they make these products, so that you will pay more. And if you think about it, you usually don't get more, but that's how it works, people. I'm not saying they're ripping you off. They're not ripping you off. You bought it, didn't you? No one was forcing your hand. Now, my friend David didn't get ripped off because he paid. Hey, he got this half-size bottle for $3.90, $4.99, $4.99. So he got 750 milliliters of Caskmates Stout Edition for $9.98. Not their normal $30.98 or $32.98. No, $9.98. Well, yeah, then now everything's in play. Now you're winning. Don't see that too much, do you? No, you don't. But he did, and he got me one. So these things can occur. Well, maybe in Louisiana, maybe nowhere else. This one. All right. This one over here seems to have more grain alcohol, a grain alcohol burn or flame to it or flash to it. Champagne, chicas, flash. And that's probably coming from that grain alcohol. And yeah, that's all right. It's a minimal product, No, I mean, it's not any kind of fancy pants thing. That's why it's so homely. It's got a little purple label. It looks all right. It's drab. That's the word, drab. It's just plain. And then they got the blue label, and then they got the, or whatever other color, green label or something like that. Okay. What they're basically selling is the whole product, purple label, a part of the product, the grain whiskey, and another part of the product, the malt whiskey. Now, if that's a great deal to you, then buy it. But to me, it's like you buying the cheese, but then over here they're selling you the whey, And then over here, they're selling you the bacteria that would make it turn into cheese. When you could have just bought the whole thing, except that the components cost more than the finished product. See? You see what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I don't think the Caskmates is that much better. It's better. Uh, I I think. See, I'm having questions right now. Is it really better? It seems to be better, but it's not fascinating. It's not fascinating. It's the corners. Let me see all these coming. And then we're gonna close it. It's the corners. It's this corner store around the corner from me that sells small bottles of Fireball. Laughing out loud. Sells, you meant to write. Yeah, I sometimes get it and pour the Fireball in one beer to change the flavor up. Change up the flavor, not change the flavor up. I usually drink Bullet Bourbon, my favorite liquor. I usually drink Bullet Bourbon, period. Capital M, my favorite liquor, period. Redemption is pretty good too. Redemption is pretty good, comma, too, period. And you tried Bellows liquor before. Bellows, yes, Bellows Club whiskey and Bellows blended whiskey and Bellows Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. All three bottles I have here. Still have some left. Okay. Now, I'm saying that this is the Caskmates Stout Edition, but I'm surprised because I thought it would be such a big difference. We're looking at a lot. Even today, right now's price is a $12 to $13 difference. Is it $12 to $13 better? No way. Now, from what I'm tasting, no way it's better. It's marginally better, but to $12 to $13? No, I think your safe bet would be to buy the Kavanagh. I was at Broadway Liquors yesterday in New Orleans. They had two gingers. It's double distilled, not triple distilled. Two gingers from a company called Kilbeggan Distillery, which I never had any Kilbeggan. But it was $16.99. Regular bottle. Regular bottle. $16.99. Well, guess what? I'd buy that. That's the one I would buy if I was looking to buy Irish whiskey. Unless I was passing by Albertsons and they still had that Drum Castle for $15.99, which I don't know if they do. That was a sale, $15.99. All right. If you believe it, but it's the truth. $17, that's a fair price. I know. $16.99. All right. Well, here we go. I hope I'm right. Jameson Caskmates. Oh, it's the Kavanagh. Wow, first failure. I knew. I said yesterday. I know I had a bad feeling. Yesterday, I said, man, I'm undefeated, and I got a bad feeling about it. Something's going to happen. I'm going to get it wrong. And something happened today. What caused this? I really don't know. Was it bad tasting or being careless or not concentrating and things like that? No, I think I was concentrating, and I don't think I had bad tasting ability this morning or something I ate or anything like that. It's just that some of these things are weird. Like they don't differentiate themselves like you think they would. You think Kavanagh, that old plain stuff, you could never confuse it with Caskmates. Now, I did pour a small amount of both, so I didn't have a whole lot of savory, tasting a tasting capacity because I didn't pour a lot. So that could have affected it. But I'm not going to make an excuse that it could be a reason, though. But I'm going to say I got it wrong. It's just I couldn't differentiate. I mean, you can see I was struggling with the video. So, man, Well, what can you do? You just keep going onward. What you do, this tournament of perpetuity. um, there's no end game on the tournament. The only way it ends is if the videos end. If I end the videos, which I have no plans to do. So, okay, one loss. I'll keep that in mind. One. I can remember one. Let's hope there's no more. And I would have thought this would be the least, the smallest chance of a defeat, but then it was the opposite. So, hey, boy, boy, boy. Now, what other Irish whiskeys do I have? I got, like I told you, I got the two gingers. I've got oh, what are those other ones? Two gingers and oh yeah, two gingers and Tullamore DEW and the Busker and Doohans, which is another one of these obscure things from who knows where. And we know it's from Ireland, but it's probably from Middleton Distillery, but some obscure brand holder. I don't even think they make it anymore. I saw it at Walmart, lasted about 2 years, 3 years, and then it was gone. They used to have it in a box too. It was nice. It was gone, never to be seen again. And then we're going to cross the border into the United Kingdom, the British territory, British controlled territory, Northern Ireland, the part they wouldn't give back. And I've got Bushmills Original, great product. Bushmills Black, an even greater product. And Bushmills Red Bush, another wonderful product. I cannot see getting those confused with the Caskmates Stout Edition. But now, after this morning, I guess I can see anything. So join us in about 3.5 hours for Stout Sunday. I have an interesting stout. Never had it before. Never heard of it before. I bought it last week. I'm going to do some research. I hadn't even researched it. Just some obscure stout. That's all I knew. And then we'll try, that's it. We'll just keep working. All right. Well, y'all take care now. Bye-bye.